Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Tuesday. Okay, guys, so Jason is back in town. The boys are back in town. Yeah. Jason's back in town. He had a great trip to Portland, Oregon with his good friend Josh. Love Josh, and you guys obviously remember Josh from Anchor Watch. I feel like Josh is like a good friend of mine too. I'm not stealing your friends, Jason. Don't worry. But yesterday we did hot, messy topics. And then, of course, we recorded with Monica for the Salty podcast. That was really a killer podcast. So definitely go check that out. But in the meantime, we have some Jen, Aydin, and Tamra judges to talk about. We got some drama from OC to New Jersey to the Valley. So we're going to get into all of it. If you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Okay, guys, so I needed to share this with you. I don't know if you saw it, but thank you to All About the Real Housewives podcast. Here we go.
You are saying I'm the queen of mean based on a perception that is produced by a TV show. And you, as my predecessor, should know better than anybody that could be maybe a little manipulated, maybe exaggerated. Maybe you're not getting the full story. You take it with a grain of salt. She's mean intentionally on her podcast.
Yeah.
Over and over again to people deliberately.
Good
It's
point.
like, right?
Yeah, that's a great point, actually. It's like not just a show. It's like this is you in real life on your podcast, just like going after people all day.
I don't
Yeah.
really want to attack anybody unless they attack me, which is actually why I comment in the first place. But it's like, dude, don't call me the queen of mean. You only are calling me the queen of mean based on what you see on a TV show.
Yeah.
You're the one who's mean. You are so mean to Shannon. I'm not even watching OC, but the bits and pieces that I'm seeing, it's like, dude, where's your compassion?
Yeah.
so
You know,
intense.
it could have happened to anybody. You know, she was breaking up with her boyfriend. Like, and I don't know how much she was in love with this guy, and I really don't know the dynamic, but just think about like you breaking up with your boyfriend and the turmoil that one could feel.
Right.
And then you freaking, you know, drunk drive into a bush and you happen to be a fucking celebrity and it's terrible. She shouldn't have done it. But what do you want to do? What do you want from the woman? I feel like, you know, she came back with an agenda. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yes.
make sure I'm not fired anymore. Like,
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
you know,
Because she
you want
struggled when
someone,
she got
yeah,
married.
like you want someone to fuck shit up. I have no comment. You are saying I'm the queen of mean based on a perception that is.
Okay. Damn. That actually made a lot of sense. Like what Jen Aydin is saying in this moment made a lot of sense to me. Jen Aydin's pretty much like, you're saying I'm the queen of mean, but you've literally made a business out of being an asshole to people by talking shit about people, talking shit to people, and giving your really sometimes shitty opinion on people, which I like Tamra. And she has made a business out of it. And she's making a shit ton of money off of it. So I'm not mad at her. I like somebody who's business savvy. But also, if you're going to hurl insults at somebody else and be like, you are the queen of mean, and come back and they're like, bitch, what are you saying right now? You can't get mad at that either. And that's one of the things that I have said before, that I feel like sometimes things come off a little hypocritical with the twats. Because I feel like they can say whatever they want, but then God forbid you say something about them, then all of a sudden we have an issue. And then you have Teddy, who ends up going to BravoCon, and she like rides Tamara's coattails all the way through BravoCon. And then when she's by herself, she sits there and she's so awkward and uncomfortable and like just, it's weird. And she doesn't even get a talent badge. And like, I think she's just waiting for people to come up and rip her a new asshole, because these women, most of them will do it in person. They don't care. They'll look at you in the face and be like, yeah, bitch, you want to know my problem? Let me tell you right now. This is my problem. I think you're an asshole. And then there's other people who will do it behind a keyboard and be like, and you have a camera in your face and they're not in your face. So you feel like you can get away with saying whatever you want to say until actually you finally have the camera back in your face. And that's when you can't get away with it anymore. Anyways, let's move on. So we're going to go over here to the Valley. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Michelle Lawley from the Valley took to her Instagram story on Sunday to host an Ask Me Anything session with her fans and followers. Ahead of the highly anticipated second season of The Valley, which wrapped filming earlier this summer, Michelle offered an update on her co parenting relationship with Jesse Lawley, revealed how she ended up on Selling Sunset, and spoke of her boyfriend Aaron Nosler's relationship with her co stars, while also sharing whether or not she wants more kids. How are you adjusting to co parenting? Is what a fan asked Michelle. She said, "It's not as simple as it looks. It really depends on both parents, and I'm dealing with a difficult person." Later, Michelle shared a video on Instagram in which she could have been seen simply crying for over 20 seconds and a response to a question asking, "How's co parenting?" That it was so dramatic, you guys. Like, let me just say this really quick. And I don't know Michelle Lawley. This is going to look desperate. It's going to look stupid. And I get that people go through hard times. Like, I go through hard times. I don't have a kid. I don't need a kid to go through hard times. But you have a kid. Yes, you're trying to co-parent. Yes, you're trying to navigate divorce and, this new relationship. But having like, let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Like, and just like sitting there like, it just looks desperate. Like, don't even share that with people. Don't let people have the satisfaction. Michelle Lawley, you got to learn how to be a reality TV talent. You got to learn how to be famous over here because that shit ain't it. And you're just letting people see this vulnerable side of you. But that's what you're supposed to do as a reality TV star, but not like, don't make yourself look like a moron doing it, you know? And I don't think she looks like a moron. I'm just saying this is on the cusp. Meanwhile, in a comment shared on Jesse's Instagram, he further confirmed that he and Michelle weren't in the best place when he responded to one of his followers. Will post a pic of ex-wife, but tagging her must be too far. He said, "She blocked me 6 months ago." Another fan of Michelle's wanted to know how she ended up on an episode of Selling Sunset. She said, "It's a house I'm selling on the market and they contacted me." Someone else wanted to know if Michelle's boyfriend gets along with Jax Taylor. She said, "Everyone gets along with my boyfriend." Michelle also confirmed that Aaron would be featured in the upcoming season. Aaron was in Hawaii. Does it mean we will see him on the show? Did he film? And she said, yes. Also, during the Q&A, Michelle responded to someone who wanted to know her thoughts on expanding her family in the future. Now that you're going through a divorce, will you want more kids? She said, "When I remarry, I'm happy to have one more child. I'm also very content with just Isabella." Aw, your little baby. All right, guys. This, especially the Jen, Aydin, and Tamra of it all, we got to talk about it. We got to make it into a thing, but not make it into a thing, but we got to address the thing that's being said. But if you guys want to hear the rest of it for the interview from Jen Aydin with All About the Real Housewives podcast, then all you have to do is go check out All About the Real Housewives anywhere you get your podcasts, and it will be right there. I believe it dropped today. So go check out the ladies and check out the interview with Jennifer Aydin. Look, guys, I'm not always so nasty to All About the Real I'm actually never nasty to All About the Real Housewives. By the way, I've been called out for this shit before. I'm not nasty to All About the Real Housewives. I just say that I take what they say sometimes with a grain of salt if it's about other cast members not being Jen Aydin or Teresa, because they clearly favor Jen Aydin and Teresa. It's like a very biased opinion, in my opinion. That's it. It's not like I'm not saying like some crazy bad shit, but smash the like button, show some love. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.